So one of the things that's really important for any quarterback, especially a young developing quarterback whose joints and tendons and muscles are still growing, is proper warm-up. I look at these NFL quarterbacks and the extent they go to in warming up not only their entire body, but their throwing mechanism, their shoulders and their arm. Then I see these younger quarterbacks whose physically haven't developed and whose joints haven't developed like the older guys, and they'll just start throwing without even warming up. So it's especially critical for the younger quarterbacks to understand the importance of taking care of your arm, your shoulder, your joints, and warming up properly. So I'm going to give you a few warm-up techniques here that should be a part of every day that you're involved in throwing a football. You need to warm up properly. So first of all, you can start out by just circling your arms straight out. This kind of, you can feel the activation of the shoulder here. Palms are up, we're just circling, okay? Forward circles. Okay, and then we can reverse those circles. You know, maybe do that for about 15 or 20 seconds each. Okay, take a break, then we'll go palms down, circles, forward circles. Maybe 15 seconds or so, then we'll reverse those circles, palms down. Again, you'll feel the activation here in the shoulder area. Next thing is we can just reach over the top and clamp our hands together and pull, especially on the throwing shoulder. Reverse it, pull it this way. You can go behind and lock your fingers and move it up as far as you can. This also helps with your range of motion. And then we can push from the front. So put your palms together and push from the front. Again, we're activating the shoulders. And we can pull. We can pull as well. Again, just getting everything primed and warmed up. Okay, then we're back and forth. We're back and forth. We're just, again, range of motion. Then we can do some swimmers. Forward, backwards. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we can move over to use these bands. You can pick up these bands anywhere online, really cheap. Tremendous tool for quarterbacks. What you want to do here is bring your arm up into the L position, and we're just going to go back and forth. Almost like our elbows on a pivot. We're just back and forth. About 15 of those, 20 of those, and we're going to do it this way. Moving it forward this time instead of backwards. Okay, great warm-up. You can take this thing off, whatever you have it connected to, stretch it apart. Now we're range of motion over the top. Range of motion over the top. Great warm-up. Okay, next thing we're going to do, take something that's a little more heavily weighted, and we'll do some lawnmower pulls. You can also do these with cables in the weight room, cable pulls with a light weight, and we're just going to pull that like we're starting a lawnmower, okay? That's all we're doing. Notice how I'm pivoting my back foot. I'm turning my hip. I'm opening, I'm closing. Now I'm getting my trunk, my core, and my hips involved in this. Okay, another great warm-up and a tool that should be part of every quarterback's arsenal is a med ball. You can get these things pretty cheap online. Just go to Amazon or go to a local sporting goods store. I'd recommend getting like an 8-pound and a 12-pound ball, depending on your age and your strength. But tremendous, tremendous way to build core strength, which is critically important for quarterbacks. Not only for creating strength in the throw, but also creating stability in the throwing motion. Also a tremendous warm-up tool. So what Ridge and I are going to do right now is we're going to do some light toss just to kind of warm up our cores before we do our throwing workout. Ridge? First thing we're going to do is we're going to point our toes at each other. Okay, we're going to get a slight knee bend. Okay, we're going to engage our core a little bit, and we're going to throw this thing to I'm gonna throw it to his side in a way, I'm gonna throw it to his side in a way that he's gotta catch it and turn his core. Then he's gonna throw it back to me. I'm gonna catch it in a way I gotta turn my core, just like this. So we're going to each other's right side right now. Good. We're just catching and we're turning our core, engaging our core. We're feeling that in here. Again, a great warm-up. Also helps us with our range of motion. Strength and range of motion. Let's go to the left side now, Ridge. We're gonna work both sides of this. Probably a couple sets of maybe 15 each. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just throw a little overhead toss. Again, just warming up here. I'm gonna throw it to him in a way where he's gonna catch it and extend his spine a little bit, and then he's gonna throw it back to me. We're just using an 8-pound ball here, no big deal. Playing a little catch, warming up. Now we're gonna do a little two-handed chest pass, just like in basketball, a little two-handed chest pass. We're gonna extend the thumbs down. Now we're getting the wrist and the forearm engaged a little bit. Okay, and now we can do some one-handed throws. Okay, again, just warming up the elbow mechanism here. Real easy, don't hurt your arm here when you do this, but nice and easy, just some light toss with your throwing arm. Just light toss with the throwing arm. Get the elbow up high like we have to have it to make proper throws, and we're warming up. And that's it for the med ball warm-up. Now one more thing on the arm warm-up, and I saw Drew Brees doing this. He was literally walking back and forth across the field doing this. Just doing, I call them high L's. See the L's? We're just turning the L. Again, just an activator. We're just activating the shoulders and the throwing mechanism. You could even do it this way. I figure if it's good enough for a Hall of Famer like Drew Brees, it's probably good enough for any developing quarterback out there as well. But I think that's a great, and I can feel that in my shoulders as I'm doing that. A great little warm-up before you start throwing the ball. Here's another great shoulder activation warm-up drill. Now I'm going to demonstrate this using a tennis ball. Ideally, you would want to use, obviously, a weighted ball. So if you could get a weighted ball, do this drill. If you can't get a weighted ball, I wouldn't recommend it. But I'm going to demonstrate it using a tennis ball to you today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly toss this ball to Ridge, and he's going to catch the ball and allow that deceleration. The weight of that ball is going to work his deceleration muscles. I heard a quarterback coach say one time that God will only allow you to throw as hard as you can decelerate. And that makes a lot of sense. You've got to work the deceleration muscles to slow that arm down because it's a built-in protection system, right? Totally makes sense. So we've got to work the deceleration side of the equation. Imagine if this ball was weighted, it would just take his arm and shoulder with him as he catches that. It's exactly what you want to do. Just let that weight take you and work that shoulder, work that deceleration. Excellent. Thanks, Rich. Hey, it's Coach Smith. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like more content on how to develop yourself into being the best version of you, then check out the Winning Edge Online QB Academy, www.winningedgeskills.com, where I have over 75 videos covering virtually all aspects of becoming a complete quarterback, including physical aspects, developing skill, drills for self-improvement, inside the film room with college offensive coordinators and top high school coaches talking to you, the high school and developing quarterback, on the all-important mental aspects of the game. So much great stuff. Tons of leadership content designed to help you build skill in the areas of leadership and influence. Check it out now. You can get complete lifetime access to the Winning Edge Online QB Academy for one low price. Also, I'm excited to announce that in the spring of 2020, I will have an app available that delivers a complete off-season curriculum covering 4 critical aspects of developing yourself as a quarterback. Number 1, strength. Number 2, agility. Number 3, speed. And number 4, complete QB-specific drills that you can practice throughout the off-season. These will all be available on an app on your phone with 10-second short videos demonstrating each exercise. I will customize this workout program for you so that it's appropriate for your age. It has built-in metrics so you can measure your strength, speed, and agility in the beginning, and then we can track performance over time. It will actually develop a graph so you can graphically chart your progress throughout the off season. This allows you to have built-in accountability so you're motivated to do the work required to be a great quarterback. I haven't got a price on this app yet, but it's coming soon. It'll be a monthly fee. If you're interested in this, if you're a QB dad or a QB mom or a QB out there, email me, winningedgeqb@gmail.com, or call me, 919-414-1774. It's my cell phone. Be glad to talk to you more about this app that will be available in the spring of 2020. It's an honor to be a part of your journey. Reach out if there's anything I can be doing for you.